Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Zootopia merchandise haul for you guys. I know this seems kind of random and out of nowhere, but Zootopia is actually probably my favorite. Well, no, it is my favorite. I don't know why I said probably. It is my favorite modern Disney film. Sorry if you hear noise in the background. Maxine is playing in her box and my air conditioner is on because it's hella humid and hot this weekend. So I discovered Zootopia like not even a year ago. I watched it on the plane back from my trip to Hawaii in October of last year, I believe. I had never heard of it before. I didn't even know it was a Disney film. I just thought it looked fun because I like cartoons and computer animation, and I also like animals, so I decided to watch it. I'm actually like low-key really upset that the movie did not get the recognition that it deserved. I don't want to get into it too much, but I feel like there was something going on behind the scenes that made it so Disney didn't advertise this movie at all, pretty much. Or maybe I was just living under a rock the time that it came out. You can correct me in the comments if you're a fellow Zootopia fan. I personally feel like it was just kind of buried somehow, even though it is obviously popular. Like when I went to the merch launch event yesterday at Kichijoji KIDDYLAND, there was a huge line all the way around the floor that it was being held on, and it was only two displays of merchandise, so not that much stuff, honestly. There was still a crowd of people that came out to get their Nick merch, you know what I mean? I actually don't think that the movie or the storyline was necessarily executed in the best possible way. By the way, spoiler alert warning if you've never seen the movie and you want to watch it. I don't think that applies to any of you, but if you want to go enjoy the movie first, please by all means go do that and then come back and watch this haul. But yeah, like I saw this feature on YouTube. First of all, Zootopia, like the entire world and the characters had been in the works for several years, it seems, and the original storyboard involved a lot more like mature, darker themes. Nick Wilde, who is the fox, was supposed to wear some sort of collar in the first version, which was called a tame collar. Basically all the predator type species of animals living in Zootopia were required to wear that collar in order to kind of keep their, you know, natural predatorial instincts or their violent instincts at bay. I think they were mandated by law to wear those collars as well, which is how Nick and his friend came upon this idea to build a theme park where predator species could go to take off their collar for a few hours while enjoying the rides in Wild Times, which was like this theme park. So you can see that, you know, it was a little kinky, it was a little risque for a Disney movie. Although Disney doesn't just make exclusively kids-focused content, right? Doesn't Disney also own Pirates of the Caribbean and Star Wars and stuff? Those films are not completely family friendly, but anyway, I personally would not have minded if they kept that part in. You know, it's a little kinky, a little controversial, but still not crossing a line per se. And I think that children are also not that fragile that they wouldn't be able to handle any sort of adult themes sprinkled throughout. But ultimately, from like a social commentary perspective, if you look at the interspecies tension within the movie as being a metaphor for real-life tension amongst racial groups, I can see why they scrapped that idea, and I'm not mad at it. Anyway, the point is, I know that it's not some sort of cinematic masterpiece or anything, but for me, the storyline and the message, also the really well-rounded out characters, those are what make the movie so memorable and enjoyable for me. This is actually one of the few like animated kids films where I found that most of the characters were actually very likable, or at least even if you didn't like them, you could understand their plight and what drove them to make the decisions that they did, which is a hallmark of great storytelling at the end of the day. Because a lot of times you get stuck with like two-dimensional, not really well fleshed out characters, but I feel like with this film they really took their time to build up the backstories of all the characters and gave them all individually their flaws as well as their redeeming points. So anyway, let me just get on with it and show you what I hauled. It's all in this bag right here. I spent just over 20,000 yen, so it was everything in this bag was a little under 200 US dollars, which I actually thought was pretty reasonable. They didn't have the largest selection of goods, to be quite honest with you. I think that this time they were mainly focused on Nick related merch. I would have liked some stationery, honestly, like pens, notebooks, things like that, because I feel like those are usually the most practical, everyday, usable items, but they didn't have any of that this time. So first of all, I got this I got this Nick pillow here. I like how they adjusted the shape to his posture, and it says Nick Wilde on the back, and this is the little palm tree pattern on his shirt. Very cohesive, very cute. Oh yeah, Nick is voiced by Jason Bateman, by the way. Did you guys know that? Kind of random, but then I got a bunch of handkerchiefs. Here is one of Nick's face, and I just noticed that they misspelled Zootopia. Do you see that? That's kind of funny. Judy makes a few appearances, but it's mostly focused on Nick. Nick Wilde again with the palm tree print. This one's cute. Nick and Judy. I feel like scenes such as this confirm without a doubt that they are indeed dating and they are a couple, as much as Disney is trying to just play this off as a platonic buddy cop friendship thing. I mean, no, this is not what friends do, okay? This is what a girlfriend does when she's out on the town with her boyfriend and, you know, she's trying to get her shop on or whatever, but Nick is just bored and looking at his phone. This is totally a girlfriend-boyfriend dynamic. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry. But Disney, I don't know who you think you're fooling. They're clearly in a relationship. Maybe that's why they low-key didn't market this movie as much. Maybe they were low-key afraid that all of the adult fans of Zootopia were going to go crazy with the whole Nick and Judy ship and do all this like inappropriate fan art and stuff. Create all this inappropriate fan art and fan fiction that might, you know, eventually get in front of the eyes of children, which they didn't want maybe. But I'm here to tell you, Disney, it's too late. Also, they should know how the internet works by now. What is that? Rule 33 or something? No, rule 34 of the internet, I'm pretty sure. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, and then this next item. So this is a tote bag and it's covered by tissue paper, so I'll take it out of its wrapping. So it's a Nick Wilde tote bag and it's really interesting and cool. There's more tissue paper here. First of all, this is huge. I've never seen a tote bag this long. Like,
that's what she said.
I thought it would be more of a regular size. Like when I saw it in the picture, I thought it would be maybe that big. But no, it actually is really huge. And you see that there's like the front here is vinyl material and it's clear, and then for the canvas in the back you see there's a scene of the police department, ZPD, Zootopia Police Department, and then on the back it says Nick Wilde, the fox has arrived. This was definitely one of the most popular items at the stand. I actually got the last tote bag when I was finally let into the booth. Thank goodness for that, because I would have been very, very upset if I couldn't get my hands on one of these. Then I got this folding stand-up mirror. It stands up like that when you open it up, which I'm gonna do right now. Ooh, it's like puffy feeling. So you have a spread of basically all major and minor supporting Zootopia characters. You have the whole police department over here, and then a few others. There's Judy's parents, and then there's the sloth that works at the motor vehicle department. And yeah, you can stand it up like this, and on the back you have Nick. And then I picked up 3 lipstick holder keychains. Again, they are all Nick in various positions. I kind of almost wish that they would have just included Judy in some of the designs as well. Technically, this was like the second special Zootopia merch launch at KIDDYLAND. They had the first one 2 years ago, I believe. I'm not sure, but I think that one had more of a balance between both characters, but I guess Nick is just really popular, so they decided to focus this entire collection on him. But yeah, these are actually lipstick holders, which I think might be kind of a unique thing to Japan, because I've never seen keychains designed for holding lipsticks specifically in America or anywhere else. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I know there's keychain pouches everywhere, but I've never seen actual lipstick cases. So it's really cute, right? On the back it says Nick Wilde, and then they all have Nick's little popsicle charm at the top here. That's PAWPSICLE. I actually have a few other lipstick holder chains that I purchased when I went to Disney last year. I can't find them right now, but one was in a Snow White design and the other one was an Ariel design from The Little Mermaid. You want to know the sad thing though? I never actually use any of these to hold my lipsticks in because they're just too cute and they're collector's items. So it's like, I don't want to attach them to my bag and get them all dirty and stuff, you know? Oh, so this is a bigger version of the lipstick holders, I guess. What is this? So this is just a pouch, but it's basically the same shape as the lipstick holders. It's just blown up bigger, and it's not a keychain. So you can just put whatever you want in here, I guess. You know, daily essentials like eye drops, chapstick, tampons, whatever. Then we have a little clear pencil pouch thing. Well, it's a multi-pouch, so you can use it for anything really. Pencils, pens, makeup. This is what it looks like. Oops, that's upside down. Ah, I love that they include the popsicle for all the zippers. A very cute touch. But yeah, there's like a little partition in here, and then you can put your pens or whatever in there, and there's a bunch of other pockets on this side as well. So I guess its intended purpose is to be used as a pencil case, but I can certainly put whatever I want in here because I paid for it. And then finally they gave a freebie to everyone at the launch, the first 100 customers or whatever. This is just a heart-shaped pin, again, of Mr. Nick. Okay, is it just me or does Nick look exactly the same in every single design that I've seen of him so far? You see, even though he's technically in a different pose each time, he just maintains that same smug, unbothered expression. Like, it's low-key all the same. What was the point of this collection even? Oh yeah, to snatch all my money. Lipton came out with their seasonal green apple tea flavor, which I'm very happy about. I make sure to buy like 2 or 3 every time I go to the convenience store, just so that I can have some stocked up for when they eventually take it away, which will probably be in like 2 seconds. Yeah, so there you have it. That was my little Zootopia haul for the minority of people out there that care. Nick and Judy are living together and they're in a committed relationship. They're gonna get married and have babies, and there's nothing you can do to stop it, Disney. They are the first interspecies fox and bunny couple portrayed on the big screen. Yeah, we stan. Like I said, there's nothing you can do about it, Disney. Like, they're anthropomorphic, fictional, cartoon animal characters anyway. It's not like they're real animals. So why can't they have a baby? Like, what's so blasphemous about that? It's not like we're talking about a real bunny and a fox, you know? Their babies will probably come out looking hella cute, like Evie. Just a bunch of little Evies running around. Like, I would not mind that in a sequel. Maybe not the very next movie, because I feel like they're in their 20s, so it's still a little bit too young to start a family. So we can focus on like their developing relationship and continued adventures with their new job at the Zootopia police department and stuff. We can do that for the next few movies, but eventually I would not be mad if I saw them get married and settle down and have a bunch of little Evie babies. Like, what you gonna do about it, Disney? If you don't give it to us, the webcomics will. If you don't give it to us, the webcomic illustrators will anyway, so put that in your pipe and smoke it.